Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of T-Dog RC. And today we are talking about my RadioMaster TX16, which, as you can see, I have pimped. So without further ado, let's get stuck in. So originally I had the RadioMaster TX16S, the black version with the Hall sensor gimbals. I think it's called TX16S Hall or something like that. But they now have brought out, and I think they call it the Max version, which comes with all the anodized bits and the leather sides and all that sort of stuff. So rather than buy another RadioMaster, I decided I would you can buy the components, so you can buy all the anodized bits, including the foldy handle at the back, to customize your own, and also you can buy the different face plates. So I decided to go for something a little bit different. It's probably a little bit like what we would call Marmite in the UK, which is where you either love it or hate it. So I've gone for a carbon faceplate with gold anodized components, which I think looks very cool. Of course, it looks a little bit like a Lotus JPS Formula 1 car that Ayrton Senna used to drive. Obviously that's what it looks like, which is the look I was going for. Yeah, this video is about, it's a sped up sequence of me basically converting this. I have done it before with a jumper radio where I fitted a carbon faceplate to that. It is quite an involved process, because you basically have to completely strip the radio down. It's quite scary at some points because you've basically just got an entire pile of components on the desk. Yeah, so you have to completely strip the radio down, because to get to the faceplate you've literally got to take everything off. Pull the LCD screen out, all the gimbals have to come out, obviously all these switches have to come off. The circuit board is attached to the faceplate, so that kind of has to come out as well. So it's a full strip down. So if you're not sure about it, I would say don't attempt it. But if you take your time and do everything in sort of a step-by-step ordered way, it is you know, relatively straightforward. It's just you need to allow yourself a couple of hours really just to do it. So make sure you've got nothing else planned and just focus on doing this. My top tip is once you've got the back off this, is to take a photo using your phone, one so that you can easily zoom in. Take a photo of all the components as they are before you do anything to it, so you can refer back to that and zoom into various areas just to double check which way round things went. And also, most of the screws internally, from memory, are the same size, so they're like a fairly small sort of 4 or 5 mil in length screw, and then the screws for the back plate are slightly longer. So when you take the back plate off, keep all those bits to one side and maybe use a little pot for all those screws, and then get another pot for all the internal screws, which, as I said, are pretty much all the same size. I think the only screws that are slightly longer are the ones for the jog wheel, so you just need to make sure that you keep those to one side as well. But other than that, yeah, it's you know, it's quite a fun process, I guess, as long as you know what you're doing. Yeah, so it's good to see how it all fits together, and it's obviously once you've got it all back together and tested it, then it's an even better feeling when it's all back together, looking how you want it to look, and it works. So yeah, that's always a bonus. I have kept the rubber sides because I like these anyway, so I didn't bother buying the leather sides. I don't fancy that personally. I like these ones as they are. But yeah, carbon faceplate, which comes as a thing that you can buy, and then also the gold anodized pack, which comes with all the buttons, the jog wheel, gimbal faceplates, and sticks. Everything that you need, obviously, to complete the build. There's a few little bits you have to switch over from the old faceplate to the new one. Main thing are the 6 buttons across the top here, and also the on switch light you have to bring over. So don't discard your old faceplate before you're sure that you've got everything back together. And one final little tip as well, before you actually finally screw everything into place, you will get to a stage where you can plug the battery back in. I would recommend, once you've got to that stage, that you plug a battery in and carefully flip it over, and just check that it switches on and it seems to be working, because you don't want to go through all the trouble of getting everything screwed all back together, ready for the case to put on, and then you test it and find out that the screen doesn't come on or something like that, and then you have to strip it all back down again. You'll see that when I do that in the video. And then one last tip as well is to make sure you use gimbal protectors. I've actually got some off an old FreeSky radio, so they go on top of here, because you're going to be doing a lot of work with it face down on the bench like that. But yeah, that's that. So let's roll the high-speed video of me stripping this down and replacing all the bits. Before we do that, just a quick message to say thank you to everyone who subscribes to my channel. It's starting to build quite well now. I'd like it to go a little bit faster, but I'm sure everyone would. But thanks to everyone who's subscribed, and if you haven't subscribed and you like RC fixed wing technology, FPV, bolts and nitro, EDFs, then this is definitely going to be the channel for you. So hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up and a like if you like what I'm doing, and also if you click the bell, then you'll be notified whenever I bring new videos out. Right, let's get into it.
Gracias.